Having his say there as the Celebrity Challenge is about to get underway. This is the warm-up lap. We saw all sorts of mayhem yesterday in the practice and qualifying session, and joining us once again, John Harvey, the man who's had the unenviable task of teaching these people how to race a car around the Adelaide circuit. Did you have to rouse on anybody at the end of the day, John?
Yeah, we had some stern words to one person only, who will remain nameless, but to be honest, we've got all 23 celebrities into the race. We've used 2 spare cars, and I think that's a pretty good achievement.
Yeah, well, did John Stevens get another car after what he did to his car yesterday?
Yes, he did. We have him in a spare car, and one thing he did remember, he came up and told me that he remembered to take his hands off the steering wheel just before the car went in to avoid breaking fingers or wrists and so on, and he was very happy with that.
Charles Stewart was telling me that Samantha O'Brien, during that qualifying session yesterday, the Iron Lady, was on the phone to her mum the whole time while she was racing around the circuit, telling her everything that she was doing.
That's correct, and I think her mother must be quite a good driver, because Samantha improved as she went around, so maybe she was getting some good advice from mum.
Because every car has a telephone equipped.
Yes, they've all got telecom car phones in them. There were a few conversations taking place during practice yesterday from car to car.
Well, how did you work out the grid positions in the end? Was it the fastest times, or was the judge's discretion?
No, it was on times. The only one where there was a change was James Rain, who was in Melbourne doing Hey Hey at Saturday. He was unable to practice, so we put him at the back of the grid, but I think you can look for a big effort from James. On his training program, he would be up in the top 6, so I think he's going to come from the back of the grid and make himself out a hero.
Well, how about my old mate Maxie Walker? How'd he go?
Oh, Max, yeah.
Steady?
He's very steady, Max, yeah. He doesn't get into any trouble. He's doing a really good job.
Kim McEnany, obviously very, very good driver. There's Maxie right now with the in-car cam. Boy, oh boy. He looks at home in the office, don't you, Maxie? Max, we haven't turned the heater on this year. Remember a couple of years ago we put the heater on and told you halfway around the circuit?
Yeah, very pleased to hear that Barry Sheen's in the pits and nowhere within at least an arm's reach. I guess he's got contacts down there on pit lane. I haven't discovered anything that's out of whack at the moment, but gee, there's a lot to go wrong here. I'm going to get you soon, Kenny. I don't know what you're up to, but they've taken about 4 square inches of hair off my chest just so that you can take my pulse today.
Is that right? Now, how is the pulse?
It's starting to build now. When we see that red light go up, I think she'll start to build. It'll be a bit like going into bat with Joel Garner coming out of the black side screen at 10 o'clock at night.
What's the plans off the grid? What are you going to do?
Well, I'd like to think I could take 1 or 2 up the straight here before we hit the first chicane, but that all depends on how Jill Rolton goes in front, or Susie Underwood. She's unbelievable, Sue Ellen, very competitive lady, the pet of the year. And over here on the left, Samantha O'Brien, she's already had a win at, well, they're away.
Yes.
Oh,
well done, Maxie, you're in a car race now.
You've done me again.
No, keep going. No, you're in good shape, mate. You haven't found anybody's bumper at this particular stage.
No, I got Noeline in front of me. We'll be in a blue if we're not careful. This is where everyone gets into trouble.
Yeah, you're about the middle of the pack there, so
yeah,
stay out of trouble.
Going around the inside, up over the edge. Whoa, you little beauty. Here we go.
Kim McEnany's out in front, John Stevens second, John Farnham third, and obviously this fellow is the guy to beat, John Harvey.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah, he was very good in all of the training programs, but equally so was John Stevens and John Farnham.
Yeah.
Look for a big effort from them. They're really keen today to do well.
Well, Darryl Braithwaite in front of John Farnham right now, so Darryl's also very competitive. James Rain has made up about 5 spaces at this particular stage.
Well, at least we've got through the first corner without any damage. I was happy with that.
How about Max? He's having a nice old yarn to us. The green light goes and he says, boy, I better get on the accelerator here. Screaming tyres. Good, nice camera shot that, showing them coming around the corner. Nice drift. Squealing tyres as the little Holden Novus power on. Gee, leave our camera alone. Don't go over the top of that many times.
Well, so far they're all driving well. There's been no incidents.
Yeah, you're right about that. Of the ladies, who do you expect to dominate? Give me 3.
Oh, Lisa Patrick, I would say for sure. Sue Ellen and Jill Rolton and Samantha.
Samantha O'Brien, yeah. The Iron Lady.
There's really not much in it between the 4 of those, but certainly Lisa looked pretty good all the way through the week.
Boy, they get so very keen about it. When they first get invited to these events, it's like you've given... Whoa, we have a little bit of a bingle between car 19. Who have we got there, John?
Car 19, that was Neil Mitchell from 3AW.
Right, yeah, well, he's still danger. Into the wall, outside ways. I won't get a close-up of the car number and tell you who it is. Here's the replay of the event as captured by the in-car camera. No, not at this particular stage. We'll find out who had that little bit of a dust-up in a few moments' time. Kim McEnany still in front, hotly pursued by Bobby Zagami, then John Stevens. Here we are, here's the replay. It's car 19 and 20, I think it's car 20. 15,
Sue Ellen.
Sue Ellen
Underwood, yeah.
Penthouse Pet of the Year.
Yeah. There shouldn't be too much damage there. I guess she would have been able to get going again and join the event.
Yeah, rightio. Well, Sue Ellen not in the best of shape right now. 15 and 19, actually, the two cars that came together. Lap 2 of 5 in the Celebrity Car Challenge around the Adelaide circuit right now. Kim McEnany is in front. Everybody using the ripple strip to great advantage. There's a few shortcuts taking place, and was this all in the script too?
No, that's very naughty of them to do that, because I've explained to them that going over curbs like that could upset the car and spin them, and they really shouldn't do that.
Okay, we'll be back with the Celebrity Car Challenge right after this. Welcome back to the Celebrity Challenge, and that's the state of play on lap 3 of 5. Kim McEnany, who is part of the Holden dealership team down in Tasmania. He leads from Bobby Zagami, then John Stevens. Andrew Eddinghausen is up there in 4th spot, then Ronnie Sparks and Monty Dwyer. Go Monty. So Monty's a bit of a dark horse, but boy, we've got a good race here, John.
Yeah, these two guys have been good all the way through the training program. One went a little wide there. They're really very competitive. Whoa, there was a touch. I'm sure there was a touch there.
Yeah, there was. This is race for 3rd and 4th.
John Stevens
has locked it up, and so is the other guy. But this is where they have all the problem at the bottom of the main straightaway. Everybody comes to grief here.
Yeah, well, the cars are making 165, 170k down there.
Here's another one. They cannot get it together at the bottom of the straight.
Yeah, they're trying too hard.
Kieran Perkins,
yeah.
The fish overshot the corner. But Nolene Donohoe way back there in the field, and I think probably Kathy Watt is the person who's running last at this particular stage. But Bobby Zagami has got the lead from Kim McEnany.
Yeah, Bobby Zagami apparently has had some experience in go-karts. He drives pretty good, and it certainly showed right from day one. I had a chat with both of these guys this morning, and made sure that they were aware that they're probably going to lap Kathy Watt even in 5 laps, and not to carve her up when they get there.
All right, Maxie Walker, how are you travelling?
Yeah, travelling pretty quick at the moment. I can't look at the clock, actually. I'll just go around this really nasty one. I might cheat Neil Mitchell here. I'll give him a bit of a touch-up round here.
Max, everybody's having a lot of trouble at the end of the main straightaway. We're seeing all sorts of spin-outs, lock-ups, the whole bit.
Well, it's fairly simple. They're trying to go too quick. Ambition's getting in the road of reality. I've got a bloke on my ginger now. Can I hold the line? I don't know. It's going to be tough here getting into the chicane.
Just touch the brakes every now and again. Give him a bit of a warning.
Yeah, I'll give him a bit of a warning. We might just touch the lip here. Wool there.
Bit of concentration.
Bit of concentration. It's very hard to drive and talk, Ken, but I'm having a ball. I think everyone is here. It really is fantastic. A chance of a lifetime, and we're in under.
Well, you're doing well, son. We'll catch up with you in a few moments' time. We're at the bottom of the straightaway now, and we're seeing these people getting in all sorts of troubles because they're not... Lisa Patrick here. Oh dear, Lisa, are you going to be all right?
Good.
Yes.
Oh, that
well
was excellent.
Done.
Well saved. Well saved.
Done.
She can reverse out of there and continue on that with another one.
Glenn Seaton couldn't do that yesterday, so at least you got one up on him. she's a
right.
lovely lady. Really well done.
Fantastic.
I thought she was going to be in all sorts of bother there, but she got out of it. Andrew Eddinghausen, I still think in 4th place, E.T. Bobby Zagami in front, followed by Kim McEnany there at the bottom of the main straightaway. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see too much of a change in the lead now with only a lap or so to go in the Celebrity Car Challenge.
So we have this corner right now. Yeah. Hope I'm not speaking too soon.
Yeah, well, they didn't have it right the last time, but I guess the lesson has been learned.
Yeah.
Jackie Stewart, would you go out on the road with these people on the road?
I think John Harvey's done a pretty good job, because I haven't seen any real bad behaviour out there. And oh dear, having just said that, of course, it's all steering lock and brakes on at the same time. Now that wasn't ideal. But you know, considering their experience, it's not an easy matter. I know this looks a little slower than we're used to watching on our screens with touring cars and Formula One cars, but if you haven't driven on a track before, it's no easy matter. I think they're driving very well.
Jackie, one thing's for sure, after this event they'll all be much better drivers for...
Absolutely. I think this is what this does, and they're on their final lap right now, and it's not a lot of experience they've had, but as you say, everyone who gets into a car on a track learns an enormous amount, and the fact that they've had yourself looking after them for those days on a track, their road driving and their awareness to better driving and therefore safer driving, we're doing them a big favour.
Jackie, when you get somebody who thinks they can drive, that's probably when they're the most dangerous. So what do you find is the most common fault? Just when you jump into a car, cabs all around the world, you see all sorts of driving. If there's one thing that's universally bad about, well, we've got a problem here.
That's in the kitty litter.
Kitty litter, no, nothing major.
Samantha O'Brien, have you been on the phone to your mum and not concentrating? What do you see as the most...
The biggest incident factor if you get them onto a track is that they always go, and it's Samantha that's going off the road, incidentally.
Yes.
She's having a run for it. Now, the car's bogged down in that gravel, it just would never grip and get out. We may well be seeing that replay or not. But anyway, they go into corners too quickly.
Yes.
They forget to reduce speed before the corner, and they all enter the corners too quickly, and that's where the mistake takes place.
Now, if I could add something there, Jackie, too, I think lack of concentration is a pretty general feature that people you know, just don't concentrate enough for long enough.
But it's easy for you to say that, John, but I've noticed, and there we've had a straighter honour, what happens is that if I go and try to get a tennis lesson, for example, the intensity of my concentration as a racing driver or yours as a racing driver is suddenly washed out on the tennis court, or washed out on an aeroplane when you're learning to fly, or washed out in a golf lesson. We have our own ability to concentrate on whatever we need to do, but when we get into another arena, just the walls fall off. Look at this lot here.
Well, the bottom of the straight is testimony to what you just said. They all go too fast into the corners.
Well, I wonder how Max, that man of average size and build, has been handling the end of the hairpin.
Oh, well, I think he's driving a very much a common sense race, and right now we've got the checkered flag. Bobby Zagami is the winner of the Celebrity Challenge, followed by Kim McEnany, and I just been told what the official 11:48 is the time for the race. So well done, Kim McEnany and Bobby Zagami, the two leaders right throughout. But Bobby, in the end, running out the winner of the Celebrity Challenge.
That's a biggie.
We've got a bit of a problem here.
Oh, that was silly. Car number 2, that was really silly. Andrew Jarman.
Andrew's got his hands up.
I have to tell you, John, there's one little thing I would suggest to all of the runners next year, is that everybody's told that they must keep their windows closed.
Yes.
Because when an accident occurs and the window is open, your arms get out, even your head gets out, and you can have a nasty shot.
The official placings: Bobby Zagami, Kim McEnany, Andrew Eddinghausen 3rd, John Stevens 4th, Ronnie Sparks 5th, and Monty Dwyer, good on you, Monty, 6th place, and the Maxie Walker has driven a fairly good race too, and he's ended up around about the middle of the pack. Good on you, Max. At least you're alive in one piece. We'll be back with more from the Celebrity Car Challenge. Thank you, John Harvey, right after the break.